Welcome back to Movie Space, your number one destination for the best binge-worthy recommendations on the internet. Today, we are going somewhere bold, somewhere dramatic, somewhere that is going to have you glued to your screen. We are counting down the top 5 Unfaithful Wives series on Netflix. Stories of desire, deception, and the dangerous line between the life you have and the life you crave. These are not just guilty pleasures. They are complex, electric, and deeply human. Let us get into it. Series number 5, Ransom Canyon, 2025. Coming in at number 5, Ransom Canyon. Set against the sweeping, sun-drenched landscapes of small-town Texas, Ransom Canyon is a slow-burn romantic drama that pulls you in and never lets go. 3 powerful ranching dynasties are locked in a battle for land, legacy, and love. And at the center of it all is Staten Kirkland, a stoic, grieving widower played by magnetic Josh Duhamel, who is still healing from devastating loss. When secrets begin to surface, think Yellowstone meets Virgin River, with lush scenery, simmering tension, and a love triangle that will have you picking sides. Already renewed for a second season, this one is pure comfort binge with a very fiery edge. Season 2 drops on July 23rd, 2026. Mark it. Series number 4, Gypsy, 2017. At number 4, Gypsy. Naomi Watts is absolutely mesmerizing as Jean Holloway, a Manhattan therapist, a beautiful home, a loving husband, a perfect life, and yet growing restless beneath the surface of her pristine suburban existence. Jean begins slipping into the lives of her patients under a fake identity. She develops intimate, illicit, and deeply dangerous relationships with people she has absolutely no business knowing. What starts as a fascinating psychological game spirals into something far darker and far more destructive. Gypsy is a slow-burning, stylish thriller that keeps you constantly questioning Jean's motives and your own sympathy for her. Watts gives one of her most layered, unsettling performances here. Do not sleep on this one. Series number 3, Dark Desire, 2020. Number 3, and this one broke records. Dark Desire. One reckless weekend away. One fateful encounter. One decision that unravels everything. This addictive Mexican thriller became the most watched non-English title on Netflix, pulling in 35 million viewers in just 28 days. Maite Perroni is captivating as Alma, a married law professor who has a passion affair with a dangerously charming younger man. During a weekend getaway, she goes home, determined to forget it ever happened. Then she walks into her classroom, and he is sitting right there. What started as one reckless night becomes an incendiary obsession, unraveling secrets, lies, and a past that binds them all in the most shocking ways. Steamy, twisty, and impossible to stop watching. This is a telenovela for grown-ups you never knew you needed. Series number 2, Sex/Life, 2021. At number 2, the series that broke the internet. Sex/Life. What do you do when the life you build is safe, beautiful, and completely suffocating? That is a question at the heart of Sex/Life. The Netflix series that had 67 million households watching in its first 4 weeks. Sarah Shahi is magnetic as Billy, a suburban wife and mother of 2 who cannot stop reliving the wild, passionate years she spent with her charismatic ex-boyfriend Brad. When her husband discovers her secret diary, filled with every vivid detail she was never meant to share, the collision between her past and her present explodes. Bold, unfiltered, unapologetically told through the female gaze. Sex/Life asks the question nobody wants to answer. Can you truly have it all? Series number 1, Obsession, 2023. And at number 1, the most dangerously seductive series on this entire list. Obsession. Richard Armitage plays William Farrow, a celebrated London surgeon. At the very peak of his career, a loving wife, a family that adores him, everything to lose. Then he meets his son's fiancée. One locked gaze across a crowded room, and William's entire world is never the same again. What follows is a 4-episode spiral into erotic obsession, more ruin, and consequences so devastating that no one in this story walks away whole. Based on Josephine Hart's acclaimed novel Damage, and starring the brilliant Charlie Murphy and Indira Verma alongside Armitage, Obsession is intense, suffocating, and absolutely impossible to look away from. This is desire at its most destructive, and that is your Movie Space Top 5. Drop a comment and tell us which series you're watching first. Do not forget to subscribe to Movie Space.